Hey guys, welcome to another discussion. And today we are going to discuss a very important topic that is about team conflicts. Okay, so a lot of times what happens is there are a lot of conflicts that start cropping up, cropping up in the team, and becomes very difficult for the managers to get the team together to deliver something, right? Because all the time goes into firefighting and kind of there will be a discussion going on and some team members will start disrupting the team discussions, and then two team members all of a sudden they will start arguing and the discussion will not go anywhere. And then, just giving an example, such kind of situations will start happening where you are always kind of firefighting, right? And you are trying to resolve the conflicts, but the conflicts only seem to be increasing. So what can we do about that? So there are a couple of things that we can do. So first thing that you can do for resolving team conflicts is you have a meeting with the entire team and you discuss with the team about conflict resolution. That is, if there is a conflict happening in the team, how it is going to be resolved. Okay. First thing you can tell the team is that conflicts is not a bad thing. Conflicts in fact, conflicts are a good thing because conflicts are a sign of healthy opinions. That is, if a new technology, a new process, or something new is introduced, and different people have two different opinions about that, and that is why the conflict is happening. It symbolizes the fact that both the people have strong opinions. They are driven. They want to kind of they want to contribute, and that's where they are worried that this technology or policy may not be effective enough, and that's why they are voicing their opinions, right? So if such kind of conflicts are happening, it's healthy and it should be encouraged. Okay. So but what you can tell the team here is, like, if two people don't have same opinion and there is a conflict of opinions, the language should always be polite. Having a differences of opinion doesn't mean that you should start kind of portraying the other person as less knowledgeable and yourself as more knowledgeable or more skilled. This is not a license to kind of pull somebody down. Okay. Having a conflict, if there is a conflict of opinions, the best thing you can do is ask the team members to come up with data. That is, if one person feels that this his opinion is correct, let him prove his opinion using sufficient amount of relevant data, and that is the best way to push his opinion rather than just arguing about it. Okay. So if the conflicts are about some kind of technology or framework, and those conflicts are based on the opinions, this is how it can be handled. The more problematic conflicts are the ones which are interpersonal in nature. Okay, where the team members are always kind of ridiculing somebody, or they are kind of arguing with each other all the time, and those kind of things are happening. They need to be taken more seriously, and you should have a strategy to deal with these kind of conflicts. So how will you do this? The first thing you can do is, whenever conflicts start happening, you can have a one-to-one discussion with all the involved team members who are kind of raising all these conflicts, right? And you should try to find out why is the conflict happening in the first place. The conflicts can happen because of multiple reasons. For example, a simple reason can be a communication gap. That is, two people have different level of knowledge about about some process or ideas or discussions, whatever they are discussing about. They may have varying degrees of knowledge, and that's why they are arguing about something, because they're they are not equally informed about the topic, right? So if you sense that communication gaps are resulting into conflicts, you should set up systems where the communication is kind of more proactively given to all the team members equally, and they all are well informed, so that these kind of conflicts do not happen. The other reason why conflicts often happen is because certain people who are working hard may feel that their hard work is not going to be recognized, and other team members who work more vocal may get all the credible credit, basically. This can also be a reason of frustration and conflict, wherein people start talking unnecessarily, kind of cutting each other out and trying to kind of establish themselves more, right? To deal with it, you should discuss directly with those team members and inform them that their contributions are very well recognized, they are being observed, all the attention is being paid to them, and you should kind of give them assurance of recognition. That is, as a manager, you are going to be impartial, and everyone who is working hard will get sufficient due credit during their appraisal cycles and all, and wherever relevant. So if people are not getting enough credit, that also they can start behaving a bit random manner. So that can be one reason. Third reason can be because of what can happen is, if certain senior team members are not being responsible and they are not conducting themselves well, this behavior can also quickly trickle down across the junior team members. That is, if there is a meeting happening and senior team members keep cutting each other, junior team members may start feeling that that is normal behavior, where when one person is talking, the other person can cut him in between and start giving his point or ridiculing each other. So senior members should take higher responsibility, and they should always conduct themselves in a manner which aligns with organizational culture, which is sensitive, where they are listening to each other. They are always giving opportunity to others to talk, to put their opinions, and always remain balanced. You as a senior have to inspire your other team members to behave in a certain manner, in a manner which inspires positivity, right? So you should take extra care that whenever you are interacting with somebody, you are always giving them sufficient space, you are always kind of encouraging them to talk first, and you are never cutting anyone down when a discussion is going on. These kind of behaviors will automatically be observed by other team members, and they will start behaving accordingly. Okay, so inspire people into behaving correctly and kind of respecting the opinions of others. Okay, that is one thing that you can do. Third thing you can do is also, what may happen is, if people don't feel they are well supported, okay, that is, I need help from somebody, but that person is not responding appropriately or at right time, and my deliveries are getting affected because of that. Those kind of issues can also result into conflicts where people may start kind of calling each other out, and eventually kind of bringing a lot of negativity into the entire team, right? So if these kind of things are happening, the roles and responsibilities needs to be called out correctly, need to be well assigned. You as a manager should take some effort and redefine the roles of people if they are unclear. Also, you should set some kind of protocols or guidelines. For example, you can say, then when one team member requests another team member for help, you cannot say no abruptly, bluntly. You have to give a reason, and that no should be said politely. Also, when you should only request some other team members for help when you have already tried to help yourself first. That is, you have already taken some effort, some pain to find out, to solve the situation by yourself. When you are not able to solve it by yourself, then only you are going to ask for help. This way, both the people will not feel overburdened, and the division of tasks will be more natural, will be more fair, and no one can blame each and the person, right, for their lack of productivity. So these are some of the things that you can do and kind of ensure that the conflicts in the team are mitigated. Another thing to keep in mind is that you should not be kind of silent when these kind of team conflicts are happening. If there is a discussion happening or some meeting is happening and certain people start fighting or arguing, you should immediately stop them, because this behavior, once you tolerate it, it will start becoming a regular practice. Okay, and it will start kind of demoralizing some other team members. Let's say there are some team members who are introverted and not very upfront giving their opinions. In such kind of environments, their behavior will become even more rigid, and they will stop giving good opinions, correct opinions, right? So this kind of negativity can actually affect your overall quality of deliveries, and it should be completely kind of culled at the very first. Whenever you see the first signs of all these conflicts, you should immediately take steps to kind of stop these things from happening. What else? I think these are the main points that you should consider when you are dealing with team conflicts, wherein kind of you should inspire others into behaving correctly. The senior members should be more responsible. They should kind of be more, their conduct should be correct, polite, and you should be providing active feedback to all the team members based on their behavior. That if you feel that behavior is not correct and kind of resulting into conflicts, you should immediately call it out. Have one-to-ones with the team members and find out why they are behaving in a certain manner. If they are feeling less recognized, or if they are feeling that they can contribute more but their opinions are not being taken seriously, or if interpersonal conflicts are happening beyond a level of tolerance, immediately it should be called out. You should find out the reason and kind of stop this negativity from spreading. You have to understand that your temperament is your problem, it is not someone else's problem to deal with. This message should also be communicated clearly, that if someone has an attitude issue, let's say temperamental issue, or someone is very emotional or sensitive, where he gets very angry or hurt easily, he or she has to work on it by himself or herself. They cannot expect others to kind of tolerate them, manage them. No one goes to office to tolerate the behavior of others. People go to office to work, to be productive, to contribute to the organization. It is not their responsibility to kind of change others, to kind of tolerate bad behavior or temperamental behavior. So your temperament is always your problem. You have to handle it. You have to find ways to kind of sort it out. If you have anger issues, or let's say uh, if you are too emotional about some things, you should immediately start looking for help in whatever capacity you can. And your temperamental behavior, if it is causing conflicts, it is destructive to the team. So if there is an observation about some team members where they are being too temperamental, that should also be called out, and immediately it should be kind of stopped. Last thing, the last resort, if you observe that certain team members are not behaving nicely, they are always being impolite, rude, and they are kind of destroying the culture of your team, you should not delay it too much and give them a stern warning, right? That this behavior is not going to be tolerated, it is not healthy, it is not productive for the team, and you should kind of not delay in taking action also if this behavior is still continued even after giving certain warnings, because eventually your organization will suffer, your entire team will suffer, your deliveries will suffer. So as a manager, and in whatever capacity you are, you should stop delaying these actions and kind of take stern actions against certain people, because there are always some people who are toxic. They will keep creating conflicts in spite of all the warnings, in spite of all the discussions, and all your hard work which you have put into creating a positive culture, into motivating your team, will be kind of will go into drain if these people don't change, and they keep spreading all this negativity, right? But one thing I would like to say, that if you inspire team members by your own behavior, by all the senior team members take it up to them, that they will kind of behave nicely, politely, they will be respectful to others, and they kind of always allow the junior members to speak first. These kind of attitudes and behaviors will also have a very positive impact, and you will immediately start seeing the effect wherein all team members will be, they will feel well supported, they will be upfront in giving their opinions, and overall productivity and delivery quality will rise. So I have observed it happening in my own teams, and I will definitely say that cultural things automatically stop all the negativity and team conflicts. Okay, that's all, folks, that I had for this discussion. Feel free to ask any questions in comments if you feel uh, I have not addressed certain points, and I will try to come back and reply on that also. Thank you. Thanks for your time.